Guess where we are right now. We are at Salt Lake City Airport.
Yeah.
And we're flying back to Phoenix real quick for the weekend for a family event.
Yeah.
And not sure if we're going to take you along, but just part of full-time RV life.
Yeah, the advantages.
Yep, you got to do what you got to do.
Miss those family things, that's for sure.
You bet. So, see you in a little bit. All right, so this is the craziest thing. We're back in Arizona. We're actually getting ready to fly back to Utah to get back home to the RV. Our time here is done. We've been here for 5 days, and we've got a rental car. It's just a little GMC truck, you know, regular gas. And everywhere we've been this whole loop, diesel has been about 15 to 20 cents more expensive than regular unleaded gas. So I'm all excited. We're renting a truck and it's got regular unleaded gas, and I'm like, okay, gas will be a little bit cheaper. We get here to Arizona, I don't know what's going on, but diesel is 20 cents cheaper than regular unleaded. So you never win. Good afternoon, everyone.
Yes.
We are at Antelope Island State Park here in Utah. What's funny is we were supposed to come a couple weeks ago with Jason and Jen from No Sticks, No Bricks, but somebody got sick.
Yeah, happens.
Yep. So now it's our turn to come check out this place. We've been here a couple years ago.
Yes. When we first got on the road. It was very new to us. So we thought we'd come check it out again on this beautiful fall day. And
last time we were here, it was dead of summer, and it was miserable.
It was pretty warm, and I feel like, I don't know. So it's just fun to check these places out multiple times because you never know with wildlife and all that. So,
all right, let's go check it out. So this is the marina. Obviously, the water levels here in Antelope Island is so low, it's pretty much abandoned. It's sad.
I call it the old marina.
Okay.
I don't know how long. I mean, I'd have to read up on it.
Yeah.
See, like maybe they just said, yeah, we're done. I don't know. It looks that way.
Yeah, absolutely. They've got a temporary little visitor center here. There's a new one being built
Top of the hill.
up there on the hill.
Looks like it's going to be beautiful.
Yeah.
For a small visitor center, it's actually quite cute.
Yes.
They have, a good little variety in there. I thought it was going to be bigger. So, going in, I was pleasantly surprised that they had as much stuff as they did, looking at the size of it, because it was so tiny. We got Miss Violet a bison.
Yes, we did.
She loves stuffies. So, we're going to add to her collection. Hopefully she'll think it's as cute as we did.
All right, let's go keep checking out this cool place. All right, so we changed positions. Larika decided it was best for her to drive so I could hang out the window and take pictures and video. And we just have a little reminder for everybody. Don't pet the fluffy cows. I mean, they are absolutely massive.
Yeah. They're so cool, though. I love it. I always say I love the bison because I just think they're so badass.
Yes.
They look at you and they know they're badass, and I love that about them.
Yep. It must be feeding time because so far this is the second herd of them we've seen, and they're all just sitting in the grass.
Well, you got that group over there, look, that are just laying down, so they must not want to eat. Oh, he's moving.
Check this big boy out right here. Absolutely incredible.
I can't be responsible for the recording of good things, so I've got to drive because he knows what he likes to get, and I'm just not that great with the camera all the time.
Yeah, and I'm so glad we decided to come out here and do this, and we had a day to do this since we did pivot from going to Custer for the month and doing the wildlife loop and all of that kind of stuff. So we got our bison fixed.
Yeah. I just think it's cool to see nature in its element. I don't know.
Absolutely.
So there's nothing like it. And, you just always have to be respectful because we're in their territory. So.
Now, I know it seems like we got close, but I don't ever get out of the truck. We're sitting right on the side of the road. They're probably only about 40, 50 feet away, but I'm not getting out of the truck and agitating them. I'm staying in the truck. Larica still got the truck in drive with her foot on the brake, and she knows. Yes.
These ones are close. They're very close.
Yes.
The last one you could have stood on the side and taken pictures, but these guys, they're right here.
But Larica knows if I say go, just go. And
they said they can go up to 40 miles per hour, and they're very nimble.
Yes.
So
it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
They're very cool, though.
This is so funny because just like Yellowstone, as soon as one person stops in the road, everybody stops in the road. Everybody's being pretty smart, staying at their vehicles. Nobody's approaching, which is good. Safety first, everybody, when it comes to your wildlife, or else they're going to prevent us from enjoying it. Day like today, also, you just have your sandwiches, pack your sandwiches, and eat them in the truck while you're driving around.
Yeah, peanut butter, easy.
Oh, absolutely. It's a normal lunch for us when we're out either hiking or doing something.
I mean, I love to make a good sandwich, like turkey with all the fixins or whatnot that we do, but
we just got back from Arizona, haven't gone shopping yet. So, yeah, peanut butter jelly.
But I also love peanut butter and jelly, too.
We actually do love peanut butter and jelly, yeah.
So, and it's easy to take with you. It doesn't need to be refrigerated. It doesn't require a whole lot. So, on days like this, I just think it's easier. And we just are looking at some bison and eating. And
I mean, we're not going to get out and sit up somewhere. There's really not a lot of places. And with the bugs and everything else, it's just easier eating in the truck.
Yeah.
They just stand in the road.
Yeah, because they can.
Yep.
That's why I think they're so badass, because they can do what they want, and they know it.
Yeah.
So, pretty cool.
Yeah. We are very far away, we're very safe.
We just had to get out to see them, actually.
Because there's one car in front of us, and
they left the room for people to go around.
Everybody's just stopping and looking at them. It's awesome. You bet. So this area up here is called Buffalo Point, and it looks like there's a little trail that goes up a little bit higher, and then you can kind of overlook the whole area.
It's pretty.
Yeah, it's really awesome. It's really windy though. Hopefully you guys can hear us.
It is windy.
Yeah. Pretty cool though. Good day. So there's several campgrounds here in the park. This one we're driving through right here is Bridger Bay. Really nice. Everything is paved. All paved blacktop spots with water and electric. Not sure if it's 30 or 50, but there's no sewer, but there's a beautiful dump station. Amazing views. And
I'd imagine you wake up in the morning,
you get some bison in the area, because we're looking at some empty spots right here, and there's 3 bison in the campground.
They're hanging out.
Yeah, as you can see, they're literally in the middle of the campground.
I think they're camping. I think they rented these spots.
Yeah, the last one was under the awning, right next to the picnic table.
For sure.
It's crazy.
So maybe they want shade too after being in the sun all day. I don't know, but that's cool.
Yeah, with this campground, we counted a couple different bathhouses here.
I'd imagine like your views in the morning and at night are spectacular, and I guarantee you come stay out here, the bison are gonna be all around for you to see, which some people don't care about bison. I think they're so cool.
Yes. So this is the beach area, they call it, and there is sand. The water is way out there.
Yeah.
Not sure how stable the ground would be walking too far out, or you're gonna get into some mud. But supposedly there's a grill up here. Looks like they do have restrooms and showers. Cool little area.
Yeah, it looks like they're trying to build up a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Make it a little bit more.
Oh yeah, there's a little grill up here.
I don't remember if the grill was here last time. But we came and
we came for sunset.
Yeah, so it probably was closed if it was.
Yeah.
But we'll check it out and see what it's about.
Yep.
Students on field trips are not allowed in this building.
Yeah, they must get way too many.
Can you imagine how many kids though?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so let's summarize Antelope Island State Park.
It is really cool. It
Yes.
is. We did not see any of the bighorn sheep or anything. The only things we saw were the bison, and we saw lots of bison.
We did, and it's going to be a hit and miss because they do what they want. If you know bison, that's how it goes.
And all wild animals, for that matter.
Yeah. We were really lucky though because they were really close and by the street. So I will tell you, I think it's better to do Antelope Park when it's cooler out. I've done it when it's hot, and I've done it when it's cooler. It's definitely a better trip when it's cooler. You're not going to be like, oh, that was amazing. I feel a lot of people skip Antelope Park because they're like, it's really a cool experience. You don't need all day to do it. You can kind of do it as little or as much as you want. They do have a ton of trails if you wanted to hike. And I will say there are weird smells. This time it wasn't as bad. Yeah,
this wasn't as bad. I think it's because it's about 20 degrees cooler today than it was last time we were here a couple of years ago, and the water level was a lot higher back then. So you're not smelling the salt and the sulfur as much, but you know it's there.
Yeah. There's a ton of bugs, so that's something to take into consideration too. Things are constantly flying around, and if you get to see bison up close, you'll see all of the bugs and stuff flying around. So that's, they leave their traces of them everywhere, and I'm sure that accumulates a ton of bugs as well. But just something to keep in mind if you're really sensitive about bugs. I don't think it was that bad though today.
No,
we've been here and it was worse. So I don't know if the heat plays into that as well.
Yeah, no, today wasn't that bad at all. And like Lorica said, just understand what this is. This is a mini version of, say, a Custer State Park, a wilderness loop in the Custer State Park area. Obviously, you're not going to compare it to a Yellowstone or a Grand Teton or anything. But as far as state parks are concerned, I would say it's a smaller version of a Custer State Park.
Agree. And I do think it's worth doing it. There's some spectacular views, especially when you get these blue skies and fluffy clouds and all the beautiful mountains that Utah has. I will tell you, it was $15 to get in.
Per vehicle.
We did not know this last time, but you can ride your bikes, and boy, were the cyclists out today.
We brought our bikes. They're in the back of the truck. We weren't sure if we wanted to, and after driving through once, and everything is super spread out. Pretty much every single bicyclist we saw in the park, they were the long-range road bikes. Yeah,
the hardcore bikers and their outfits.
You would be riding your bike 40, 50 miles just to do the scenic loop. So we kind of passed on that. We did a lot of riding yesterday. I think we're planning on going tomorrow. So today is just kind of
It is worth doing if you're a hardcore cyclist like that, a road cyclist. Because
there's lots of hills.
Yes, and I can tell they look forward to the challenge. So, plus you're riding right by Buffalo if they're right there, which is pretty cool too. The other thing I will tell you, plenty of bathrooms. Most of them are pits. So yeah, I think that's about it. That's going to do it for us. We had a really great day here. Yeah,
absolutely. And like Lorica said earlier, it doesn't take all day. We've been here about 2.5 hours. And, if you're not going to go and do any hikes or anything, it's a good couple hour adventure. And the nice thing about it, you feel like you are out in the middle of the wilderness, in the middle of nowhere. You're 10 minutes from downtown Syracuse and Layton. So it is really close. So you're not way out in the middle of nowhere.
True. It's its own little island because it's an island, and so it's cool. I think they're really rebuilding. Like we said, they're redoing the visitor center, and it looks like it's going to be a much bigger grand place. And so I think that there's just, I don't know, I think they're trying to make it more touristy friendly and all of that. And I don't know, like I said, it's not going to be like a glacier, or anything like that, but it's worth doing if you're in the area. You get out, you do it, and you never know what you're going to see. We've had a great day. So.
Absolutely. All right.
Okay.
We'll see you in a little bit.
So we've got another sticker. We met up with Ron and Jody from Just Rambling Around. We had a great time. We're actually going to meet up with them again and another channel. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and put the sticker on the door. Oh, it's really bright. So funny, the sun was not out today. All right, good afternoon. Hello.
It is afternoon, yeah.
It is from Ogden River
Parkway Trail.
There it is, Ogden River Parkway Trail. We should know this because we have done this trail probably what?
About twice to 3 times a week for almost 2 months.
Yes.
Maybe 6 weeks because we didn't find it for the first couple weeks we were here.
That is true. That is true. So,
you know we love our bike trails. You know we
do.
love riding our mountain bikes. And this reminds me a lot of the trail in Coeur d'Alene, the Idaho Centennial Trail, where this is, I think we're taking it about 14 miles each way. So for a round trip of about 28 miles.
yeah. And we've kind of fine-tuned it as we've gone along.
Yes.
Which, because there are so many different pull-offs that you could actually park and start from.
Yes.
So we figured out where we like to start from, which is kind of like, for us...
Near the far south end.
Right, so then you're taking it all the way down and back versus in the middle and trying to.
Yeah.
But anyway, it does remind me of the Centennial Trail a little bit. It's very different from the Centennial Trail as well.
Right.
So, but this is what the beauty of all these different bike trails in the United States is all about, right?
Absolutely.
So, it has been just an amazing ride. We were going to Park City. We've done Park City a couple times. It's a beautiful ride.
Yeah.
But you have to deal with other things like the crowds, the expenses, the altitude.
And it's 65 miles away from our RV park.
And
this is like 6.
And by the time we go home, you're sitting in traffic.
Absolutely.
And so that's super frustrating. Whereas this is maybe 15 minutes for us to get to.
I think it's like 6 miles away and no traffic, and it's awesome.
It's just so doable. So what we'll say about the trail is it's a little eclectic, would you not say?
Yes. There are different sections of it. It starts on the far north end. It's the Ogden River Parkway Trail, and then it turns into another trail and turns into another trail. But they're all sort of connected. You just kind of have to figure out where they all interchange. There's a lot of places where they branch off and go into other directions. Some of them will go loop around a little reservoir or the opposite side of a river for a little bit and come back. But all in all, this trail follows the Ogden River from basically one end to the other.
And the river is running. So we're here, it's September. No, it's October. We have been here. We've been here since September. So September, October, and it's been running the whole time. It's really pretty, but there are parts of it that can be a little sketch. So like anything, you can have people that come in and kind of ruin it by polluting it or camping out or doing all the things that you shouldn't do to Mother Nature. You kind of just have to put it aside. Because I remember when we first did this, I was like, when you first do a trail, you're not sure where it's going to take you, what you're going to see. So you're just looking at everything. And at first I was like, ooh, there's sketchy parts. There's really beautiful parts. Since we've done it so many times now, I love this trail. I love it. I absolutely love it. And for so many different reasons than I love the other trails that we've done.
Yeah.
Same and similar.
The first time we did it, we started way up on the northeast end at the Ogden Botanical Gardens and kept riding south along the river, and we kept picking up the little junctions where it went, and we just kept going and kept going and kept going, and before you know it, we were 14 miles away. But that whole route, we started figuring out where the different trailheads are in order to park. And then we realized, okay, if we park all the way down at the opposite end, we don't have to deal with driving through downtown Riverdale, and there's a lot of traffic. So now we're parking all the way at the far south end and riding it north to the end, turning around and riding it back. And like I said, that's about a good 28 miles.
Yeah. So the trail is really pretty. It's beautiful right now because fall is happening. So everything's falling. But it's funny because there's part old and part new. You'll get these new paved areas, and then you'll get
gravel.
But what I was going to say is there is this area, if you go in on your bike hot, you are bound to just crash, because I could tell Kevin they're like speed bumps, because I think because of the snow on the trail, No, it's not the snow. It's the roots of the
Underneath,
trees
yeah.
are popping up. So it is like boom, 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 and you'll know when you get to it. When we first did it, I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
We've got it down now. But you go under bridges. You go under the freeway, whatever that is, overpass, and there's just all these different
and there's
little
bridges.
areas.
There's a couple bridges.
There's walkers, there's runners, there are skateboarders. We've seen horses.
Yeah.
There are so many people just out getting their walk on, their whatever it is that gets them moving on. You'll go through very quiet, serene areas, and then you'll go by train tracks, and trains are running.
A big industrial area.
Yes, and then you'll go into like where people live, and you can tell like school buses and buses drop off there, and people will commute through this little parkway that they do. Really cute houses or little condos along the way.
There's a big park with baseball fields.
Yes.
We've watched a couple baseball games driving by a couple times, and
it's very eclectic. Every part offers something different, and we have favorite parts of it, obviously. But it's just beautiful. And we have so enjoyed our time doing it. We usually ride to the other end, like Kevin said, and then we'll come back, and not even halfway.
Oh, like 3 miles back.
Yeah, in from it. There is a Ogden brewery, and we'll take our break there. We usually just take a break because we can't go about 30 miles without taking some sort of break. You'll start to feel it in your shoulders.
It is our favorite place now here in town. It really is.
And the thing is that they're just so nice. Our waitress, Bryn, she got to know us because we would go there on a bike ride, and sometimes we'll get food, sometimes we'll get an appetizer, sometimes we'll get just beers. Yeah. And we just take a little break. There's a clean restroom, and you just kind of chill and enjoy sitting there, and you'll see so many people stop and do it. And the other day I saw they have little chess tables outside there, and I saw 2 people playing chess, or they may have just been sitting there talking, but it's so cute, and it's so quaint, and just, I don't know, it's just got a good vibe, and we have so enjoyed doing that, like just getting our bike ride on, socialization, going out. And what's crazy is sometimes in this trail you feel like you're in the middle of nowhere, but then nope, you'll see the freeway, or you'll hear the freeway, or you'll hear the jets that come by out of out of hill. Yeah. So you kind of forget you're in, like, you think you're out in the right country, and then you're like, nope, reminder. So it's just got a little bit of everything, and I think the convenience, and we've just loved doing it. Like I can't say enough about just getting out there and I don't know, being one with Mother Nature. It's just amazing. I've noticed every time we go something different and something beautiful.
Oh, absolutely. We even brought Jason and Jen from No Sticks, No Bricks.
Yes,
After we did our big hike, the next day they were still in town, and they were like, hey, what are you guys doing tomorrow? And we're like, oh, we're going on a bike ride. And they tagged along. And we are on the Ogden River bike trail with Jason and Jen from No Sticks, No Bricks. Hold on, let's show them. There they are. There's
What's
Jason.
up? Stop sign.
They usually stop.
There we go. There's Jason and Jennifer.
Yeah.
And, we took them on the whole 25 mile loop and
stopped and had lunch.
Had lunch at the same place. We actually both put our stickers. They got a bunch of places that you can put stickers. So we both put our stickers up in the restaurant.
We had a good time.
And it was a lot of fun. They enjoyed it, and
so sweet because they came and joined us, and they were leaving the next day. And so they didn't have to do that, and I thought that was cool. We all had a good time. But anyway, I don't know, it's just a really cool place. Yeah. And we have loved doing every minute of it. And so, we say it all the time in our videos. For us, we love riding our bikes. We love hiking as well. But it is a great way to get out. So 100%. Find those places when you're traveling and you're going to different states. Find what makes them click. Oh, yeah. And that's the other thing we've noticed here, too. Kind of like Idaho. Yeah. The people stop for you. Like, the traffic stops for you. They know where the bikers are coming out because it kind of keeps going. And it's really cool to see.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you're in the North Salt Lake area, the Ogden, Weber, up by Weber State University, Layton, up in that area. Yeah. So the Ogden River Parkway is both this trail, and if you get out on the main road, they actually call part of that the scenic Parkway as well. So you can drive through here and check out all the trees, or check this out. People are walking, biking,
We've
scooters.
Actually seen the Weber State track and field team.
They just passed by us. Yeah.
Actually, one of my brother's friends He runs it all the time.
Yeah.
So it's just really cool. We urge you, if you're in the area, to come out and do it.
Check it out.
There's also, we forgot to mention, the Frisbee golf.
Yes, there are so
here.
many. There's like 3 Frisbee golf courses along this route
that we've seen. Totally, people nonstop parking and playing Frisbee golf. We've yet to do that, but I just love it. I love seeing people get out in their community and do what makes them feel good.
Absolutely,
right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's been amazing. We've loved it, and we're going to keep doing it.
All right, here we go.